Good evening, student. I am Dr. Shuja Shirkar of Department of Zoology of your college. Today I am going to discuss a topic named is water pollution. Water pollution. It is in your theory syllabus of Unit 5. There are many types of pollution. In previous lecture, I will describe about the types of pollutions and the air pollution. Today I am going to describe the water pollution. Let's see. So, what is water pollutant? As defined, the addition of any substance to water or changing of water's physical and chemical characteristics in any way which interferes with its use for lifetime legitimate purposes. Normally, water is never pure in a chemical sense. It contains impurities of various kinds, dissolved as well as suspended. These include dissolved gases like H2S, CO2, NH3, N2, and dissolved minerals like Ca, Mg, Na salts, suspended matter, clays, silt, and sand, and even microbes. These are the natural impurities derived from the atmosphere, catchment areas, and the soil. They are in very low amounts and normally do not pollute water, and it is potable. Polluted waters, however, are turbid, unpleasant, bad smelling, unfit for drinking, bath, and washing for other purposes. They are harmful and are vehicles of many diseases like cholera, dysentery, and typhoid, etc. So, water pollution is a major or pollution in our nowadays. So, it is an definition of water pollution. Then it has been suggested that it is leading worldwide cause of death and disease, and that is accounts for the deaths or more than 14,000 people daily. So the pollutants. So what are the source of pollution? The chief source of water pollution are sewage and other waste, industrial effluents, agriculture discharge, industrial waste from chemical industries, fossil fuel plants like thermal power plants and nuclear power plants. Each of these sources of pollution carries a variety of pollutants that enter our water bodies. Okay, so it is a typically referred to as polluted when it is impaired by anthropogenic contaminants. Natural phenomena such as volcanoes, algal blooms, storms, and earthquakes also cause major changes in water quality. The types, there are many types of water pollutions are there. Because the first is surface water pollution. It's found on the exterior of the earth's crust, oceans, rivers, and lakes. Then the groundwater pollution, it's found on soil, in soil, or under rock structure or aquifers. Then the microbiological pollution, microorganisms that thrives on water and fishes that can cause illness to land animals and humans. And another type is oxygen depletion pollution. It is a microorganism that in water and it feeds on biodegradable substances. So there are picture of the source of water pollution. This is a point source because it is a near about their look near about the river or the water body, and the non-point source which is a something uh, distance about the river. They will call the non-point sources. So what are the non-point sources? Like urban streets, rural homes, suburban development, animal feed, cropland, factory, and these are the non-point source. And point source, they are the wastewater treatment plant. So point source, what are the point source? Point source water pollution refers to contaminants and that enter waterway from a single identifiable source. Example like pipes, ditches, discharge from a sewage treatment plant, a factory, a city storm drain, municipal storm, sewer system, industrial wastewater such as from a construction site. These are called the point sources of water pollution. And what are the non-point source? Non-point source pollution is often the cumulative effect of small amounts of contaminants gathered from a large area. A common example is the leaching out of nitrogen compounds from fertilized agricultural lands, nutrient runoff in stormwater from sheet flow over an agricultural field or a forest are also cited example of the non-point source of pollution. So contaminated stormwater washed off parking lots, roads and highways called urban runoff is sometimes included under the category of non-point source pollution. However, because this runoff is typically channeled into storm drain system and discharged through pipes and local surface water, it becomes a point source. So these are the non-point source, and the other in previous slide I described about the point sources. So it is a schematic picture of the water pollution, the source of the water pollution, the causes, mainly causes. The domestic sewage, it can be divided into three parts: suspended solids, colloid solids, and the dissolved materials. Like domestic sewage, the sand, salt, and the clay, and the colloid solids is the bacteria and the virus, and the dissolved material, the nitrate, ammonium salt. And there the another is agriculture with the fertilizer and the pesticides. They're the direct source of the water pollution. Industrial waste. Industrial waste can be divided into two parts: chemical pollutants and the physical pollutants. Chemical pollutants can be divided into two parts: organic compounds like detergent, biomicroorganisms, like that. And the inorganic compounds can be divided into toxic metals and some materials, some inorganic compounds like Ag, cadmium, and the copper and mercury. And physical pollutants like thermal pollution and the petroleum oil pollution. These are the mainly causes of the water pollution. The first, sewage and the other wastes. Sewage is the waterborne waste derived from the home, domestic waste, and animal food processing plants. It includes human excreta, paper, cloth, soap, detergent, etc. These are the major proportion of the pollutants entering our water. There is uncontrolled dumping of waste of rural areas, towns, and cities into ponds, lakes, stream of rivers. Due to accumulation of sewage and other waste in these bodies, they are not able to recycle them, and their self-regulatory capability is lost. The decomposition of this waste by aerobic microbes decreases due to the higher levels of the pollution. This self-purifying ability of the water is lost, and water becomes unfit for drinking and other domestic use. Since decomposition of sewage and other waste is largely an aerobic process, accumulation of this in water increases its oxygen requirement, like biological oxygen demand. Then another cause is dumping of solid waste, littering of humans, rivers, lakes, and the oceans. Littering items include cardboard, stray foam, aluminium, and plastic, and the glass. These are the fixtures. And another is industrial waste from the factories, which use fresh water to carry waste from the plant into rivers, contaminates water with pollutants such as asbestos, lead, mercury, and the petrochemicals. And the other major cause is the pollution caused by the oil spills from the tankers. Oil from sea travel. Oil does not dissolve in water, forms a thick sludge. This is a picture. There's a picture on this type of thick sludge. Then eutrophication. Due to addition of domestic waste or sewage, phosphates, nitrate, etc. from waste or their decomposition products in water bodies, they become rich in nutrients, especially phosphates and nitrate ions. Thus, with the passage of these nutrients through such organic waste, the water bodies become highly productive or eutrophic, and the phenomenon is called eutrophication. It must be remembered that ponds, lakes, etc., during their early stages, the formation are relatively barren and nutrient deficient, thus supporting numbered or very poor aquatic life. This state of this body is known as the oligotrophy. This is the picture of the eutrophication. So, what are the effects of eutrophication? What are the effects? The river, ponds, and lakes covered by the green algal scum and which foul-smelling gases such as H2S are released, anaerobic water, loss of biodiversity and food chain disturbance, death of higher plants, death of aerobic organisms, increased turbidity of water. These are the effects due to the eutrophication. The effects of water pollution. The next effects of water pollution. So groundwater contamination from pesticides causes the reproductive damage within wildlife and ecosystem. Sewage fertilizer and agriculture runoff contain organic material that when discharged into waters increase the growth of algae, which causes depletion of the oxygen. So the low oxygen levels are not able to support more indigenous organisms in the area and therefore upset the natural ecological balance. So ecological balance should be disrupted and in rivers and lakes. So it is effect on the aquatic animals as well as the human beings also. Human produced litter of items such as plastic bags and six-pack rings can get aquatic animals caught and killed from the suffocation. And sometimes the fishing net also may harm the aquatic animals. The water pollution causes flooding due to the accumulation of the solid waste and the soil erosion in streams and rivers. Oil spills in the water causes the animal to die when they ingest or encounter it. Oil does not dissolve in water, so it causes suffocation in fish and the birds. So many of the organisms are died due to this reason. So it is effect of the water pollution. It is epidemics and the chronic disease like typhoid, dysentery, diarrhea, hepatitis, etc. Sometimes nitrate pollution causes metahemoglobinea. This is called the blue baby syndrome. And some toxic metal causes skin and the stomach disease and the collapse of aquatic systems and some disease. We know the Minamata disease is due to the accumulation of the mercury in the water bodies. So another effects of the water pollution by the end of this, 80 children around the world would have died because they did not have enough clean water or sanitation facilities. In one day, 9,300 people have perished from diarrhea, cholera, and other diseases spread by the water contamination or lack of water, inadequate hygiene. End of the year, 3.4 million will be gone. Mostly in Asia and Africa, most under the age of the 5 are contaminated due to the are affected due to the water pollution. So, what are the effects of humans? Disease caused by the drinking contaminated water, swimming in polluted water like our Ganga river. Ganga is the most polluted due to the caliform bacteria, and it is an according to scientists, this is a very much uh, effect on the skin and harm the skin contact with chemically polluted water. These are the reason for the effect on the humans. Effect of animals: 2,200 turtles in Australia surround waters die each year. Effect of animals on animals. Sorry. Death on a wide range of aquatic and terrestrial animals, low reproduction rate due to the water pollution, increase in case of the disease, imbalance that have been created in the secondary food chain. So food chain will be the imbalance. Effect of animals, birds and mammals. become coated with oil, and there can the oxygen, there's the oxygen depletion, and they can die due to the lack of oxygen. Disruption of the food chain, pollution disrupt the natural food chain world. The little fishes eat tiny organic particles, big fishes eat tiny fishes, humans also eat fishes. So this is called the some organic materials are mixed with the water bodies. So little fishes, the small fishes eat the tiny organic particles, and big fishes eat the tiny fishes. And so the bioaccumulation that we call, this is called the biomagnification, and humans also eat fish, eat fish. So effects on the plants, the use of the wastewater, surface water and groundwater contaminated that cause crop contamination. Also transmission of the disease, consumers and from workers, farm workers. Deposition of harmful chemicals in the soil leading to loss of soil fertility also. And the humans also be affected to concentration of the contaminants caused by the pesticides bioaccumulate through the food chain, secondary and tertiary. Disease that arise as a result of water pollution. Increase in case of tumors, ulcers due to the nitrate contamination, increased incidence of skin disorder. Serious implication for the growing fetus in pregnant women. So that what are the solutions? Prevent groundwater contamination, reduce non-point runoff, reuse treated wastewater for drinking and irrigation, find substitute for toxic pollutants, work with nature to treat sewage, practice the 3 R's like resource use, reduce, reuse, and the recycle. Then the reduce of air pollution, reduce the poverty, and the slow population growth. These are the, it is the public awareness. This is the help to prevent the water pollution. So how to way to control water pollution? Step to be taken by individuals. Never throw your rubbish away anyhow. Always look for the correct waste bins. If there is none around, please take it home and put it in your trash can. That include places like beach, riverside, and the water bodies. Many of us throw the plastic waste in there when we are in tourist spot like beaches, like mountains are there. Use water wisely. Do not keep the tap running when not in use. Also, you can reduce the amount of water you use in washing and bathing. If we all do this, we can significantly prevent water shortage and reduce the amount of dirty water that needs treatment. Do not throw any chemicals, oils, paints, and medicines down the sink drain or the toilet. In many cities, our local environment office can help the disposal of the medicine and chemicals. But more environmentally safe cleaning liquids for the use at home and other public places. Be mindful not to overuse pesticides and fertilizers. This will reduce runoff of the material into nearby water sources. If you live close to a water body, try to plant lots of trees and flowers around your home so that when it rains, chemicals from a home does not easily drain into the water. Steps to be taken in the government. Many governments have very strict laws that can help minimize water pollution. These laws are usually directed to industries, hospitals, schools, and market areas on how to dispose, treat, and manage sewage. In many developed cities, waste or sewage treatment is very efficient and designed to minimize pollution of water bodies. There are also lots of organizations and groups, social workers that help to educate people, means that people awareness the danger of water pollution. It is always great to join this group because they regularly encourage other members so their communities to have better attitude towards the water. Ways to conserve and preserve water and its quality. So industries have the policies and the technology to achieve their business objectives. At the same time, the policies should also be preserve the quality of water. A factory that has caused water pollution must be responsible for its action. It must pay compensation for the damages brought about by its activity. Projects such as building hotels, and rest house along beach areas to attract tourists may cause pollution of the seas and beaches. Therefore, carefully planned construction strategy should be followed. To control pest, biological control method can be used. For example, owls can be used to control rats, which eat the oil palm food. In the agriculture sector, steps should be taken to reduce the use of pesticides, fungicides, and the fertilizer. These chemicals pollute the water. And there are the many reasons. So, what are the preserve of water and its quality? Cleaning agent that is used in homes are mostly petrochemical based. This cleaning agent contains substance that can pollute the rivers and lakes. Today, cleaning agent without petrochemicals are available. The public should be encouraged to use these new chemical agents, cleaning agents. And methods of water purification, it may be the filtration, distillation, boiling, and chlorination. Then why we should save water? Water conservation is very important because since it will ensure that water supply of finite is finite in the near future, it is also very essential because water is relieved relied on by millions of humans and creatures in the world. We should save and conserve our water is essential all for living things. No living person or thing can survive without it. We depend on water for so many things in our lives. There, how do we waste water? How do we use the wastewater? It can the dishwasher can waste so much of water, so you cannot use the dishwasher. Brushing teeth, washing dishes with the water running. So when the brushing your teeth, always not running the water. So shower, water off immediately and rinse due to the rinse water during this time. Hot water. Only use hot water when absolutely necessary. Hot water uses lot more energy and is not always necessary. Leaky toilets and leaky faucets. Leaky pipe, faucet or toilet passage or toilet get it fixed immediately. Leaky toilet, for example, can waste up to 100 gallons of water in day. So buy recycled paper product, water your lawn early in the morning or evening. Use a lower setting on your dishwasher. Install faucet uh, aerators. Bring your water with you. So these are the causes. These are the how to save. What are the for the save the water? How can we save the water? And previously we go through there are the causes of water pollution. There are the types and water pollution. There are the symptoms and there are effects and the symptoms. Prevention, solutions. Then in a nutshell gives them the causes, effects, and the solution of water pollution. Okay. So that's about all about the water pollution. Thank you all for your. And next class I will describe about the new topic. Okay? Thank you.